We're hearing from US Central Command. They say forces began launching what they are describing as self-defense strikes against Iran at 5 p.m. Eastern Time, so about 25 minutes ago. They say that was at the direction of the Commander-in-Chief, President Trump, in response to yesterday's downing of a US Army Apache helicopter. They're choosing their words very carefully. They say this mission is a proportional response to unjustified Iranian aggression. And in many ways that echoes what President Trump himself had to say earlier. It was the president who confirmed that this Apache helicopter had been downed, we understand, off the coast of Oman. The two members of the crew were rescued by an unmanned drone boat. That's a first for the US military. But the president's response was notable for various reasons. He talked about the necessity of having to respond to this attack. It's very unusual for him to give Iran advance notice that he was planning to attack. In fact, in the past, he said it would be stupid to do that. And of course, this attack comes just 24 hours after the president told us they could be just 2 to 3 days away from a deal between the United States and Iran to bring this to an end. Of course, he has been saying that for 2 to 3 months. And my read of all of that, I suppose, is that the president has felt obliged to respond, but he didn't want to derail the negotiations completely, to dash any hope that there may be of a breakthrough that would bring this war to an end. And that's why they are describing this as self-defense and proportional. They're effectively repeating what they did last month in response to the Iranians attacking a US ship when the president called America's retaliation a love tap.